Grr, start barking. Do you guys see my tapatio bottle right there? That's lunch for me. Alright, I tried to do a vlog before I went into the salon and after. What are you barking at? There's nobody there. But my files aren't wanting to transfer from my phone to my computer for some reason. I don't know why, because the clips were 3 minutes here, 4 minutes there. Actually, that was it. I'm not sure what the issue is, but my kids are taking a very short nap right now. I have a little extra time. I have good lighting, so might as well take advantage. If you have been with me or here with my channel for a long time, you know I've had a pixie cut for ever. And this year has been a struggle for me because I haven't gone to my hairstylist quite as often as I would like. Before, oops, I didn't know I wasn't zoomed in, sorry. Before I used to go every 5 weeks. Sometimes I could extend it to 8 weeks, maybe 11 weeks. But this year alone, I've only gone a couple of times because our schedules don't coincide very well, and she's quite a bit of ways from me. She's about 40 miles. And so when I would make the trip out to her, it would be a half-day event. You know, with the commute there, getting my hair cut and then commuting back, it would just be a lot. So I actually hit up one of the moms at my kid's school. She has a pixie cut. She's the only other person that has a pixie cut. I hit her up and she was kind enough to give me the information to her hairstylist. I did my research on her, and I always recommend that you do that. Do your research before you go to somebody, because there's short haircuts and then there's pixie cuts. Two very different things in my opinion. I did my research, scheduled my appointment, and she scheduled me 3 weeks out, which was just this morning, because she's that booked. So when I first saw her, I felt at ease because she has a pixie cut. Her hair is just a hint, just a hair longer than mine. So I have a Pixie undercut, and it's the one that I get the most. I've had this cut many times because it is so low maintenance. And when I roll out of bed in the morning, I do not. And yes, I do roll out of bed because I am not a morning person. I don't have to do very much to it because it's short from the sides. A Pixie undercut just means that it's buzzed from the sides. You can see right here how short it is, and then you have longer pieces coming over. Same thing on this side. You know, I could barely grab the hair, and then the longer pieces are maybe 1.5 to 2 inches long, and they just kind of lay over the bust side. The longer pieces here in the front are really piecey, and this adds a lot of texture. I always get asked in videos or in person if you know, if they have a lot of hair and thick hair, is it possible for them to get a pixie cut? And my answer is always yes, because I have a lot of hair and I have a lot of thick hair. Now my hair is a little bit on the thinner side, not just because of my alopecia and the regrowth that I had, is my hair is thinner. But in the past, what the hairstylist has done, and the hairstylist did today as well, she thins it out, and then they add all of these different little layers which add a bunch of texture, and at the same time it takes a lot of the weight off, and that helps me out because then my hair doesn't look like this. The only direction that I gave the hairstylist is not to cut my bangs too short. I've had this cut many times, so I know exactly what I like. Not to cut my bangs too short, leave a little bit of length because I am trying to grow it out. And then I also asked them not to trim too much of this. I asked them to leave my little fur back here a little bit longer because I have a very flat head, and this helps it look rounded out. So you can see the back here, and I can grab all of this. The front here, let's go down a little bit, is about, I don't know, 5-6 inches, the longest piece is. And I like the length because it still allows me to either clip it back with some hairpins or bobby pins, I think, and then or do my little tidal wave if I'm in the mood for it. You know, that takes a little bit more effort, so I don't do it all that often, but when I have a little extra time and when I have the little extra energy, I will do it. And then other than letting her know that I wanted an undercut, I just let her go to town. So I did take pictures into her because I'm new to her. I don't know her, you know, I don't have that relationship with her. And so I took in pictures, and I always recommend that you do that. First of all, if you are new to getting a pixie cut, or if you're trying to go into, you've had a pixie cut but you're going to somebody else, I highly recommend that you take pictures. Not just one picture, different angles of the cut. front, sides, back. That always helps. I think the hairstylist, because they get a better visual of what you're wanting, and I feel in return you get the end result that you want. It helps you out, you know. So sometimes what I've done too in the past is I like a particular cut, but I don't like the back or whatever the case may be. I'll take the cut, the sides that I like, and then I'll take a different picture, a reference picture in of a back, and then communicate with the hairstylist and see if that's something that they can blend into the rest of the haircut. And most of the times they've told me yes. I've never ever had a problem with that. Of course, if there was an issue, they would let you know, I'm hoping, of course. This haircut right here is so low maintenance in my opinion. The sides are cut, so when I roll out of bed in the morning, I don't have to do anything with it. The back here, if I wake up with bedhead, I'm okay with that because I like the messy look. I like it to kind of stand up, and you know, if it looks like a bird's nest, I'm okay with it. And in the mornings, all I do is grab a little water and then just tame these sides down. That's pretty much all I do. I just totally spit on myself and then, sorry. That is everything. Let me see if I can do a 360 view here. Just kind of situate the hair so you guys can see it. I was really tempted to buzz my entire side, but you know, winter is coming, and I don't mean to keep making Game of Thrones references. That's not intentional at all, but I think it's just right here. And when you have a short cut, you can feel it. If it's cold outside, you're gonna feel it on your scalp. If it's hot outside, you're gonna feel it on your scalp. I hope you guys found this video super helpful. I thank you guys again so much for watching. I really do appreciate that you take the time, and I will see you guys in the next one.